Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming to you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. If you want to make a dream happen and you need help, this is where you go. And if you are a small creator looking to have a place where you can be recognized by other small creators, this is the best and brightest hope in these dark, dark days. Friends, for a low cost of only $40, that's $40, you can be hosted, have a website, be part of a community, have access to the calendar to find out when great events like StompCon at the end of September and other situations are going on. Furthermore, we're a community. We talk. If an event is great, we talk about it. If an event sucks, we talk about it. So you can find it and save yourself the time and the gas money of things not working. But friends, I would never give you that and not give you a little bit of something. So if you use this link and you use secret code podcast1, I'll cut the cost in half. That's right, using secret code podcast1. The first 100 people through the door get half off. Now, we are also brought to you by sales of, my books are out of order. The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to being able to teach it to others. We are also made possible by my fiction books, including Hates and Hellfire, which I will talk about right now. Maybe. There it is. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Friends, I loved it. Daphne Lage liked it. I'm proud. We're also made possible by Amanda Tockert's book, Koepp. A wonderful journey into the secret world of lycanthropy in Nolans. Poor Josette Renard is stuck between 2 worlds. just trying to survive. But will a childhood friend save her? Or will she be consumed? Only way to find out is read that book. But I will warn you, friends, along with being a solid thriller, that book has some of the finest food descriptions in it. It will make you hungry. Now, with that out of the way, my dear duckies, as you can tell, my voice is a little rough. That is because yesterday was the NERF program at the Benton County Public Library, and Xander and I attended, being one of the adults wrangling things on the other side to make it easier on my beloved brother Ricky. I was very vocal, so I'm feeling it just a bit, which is okay. It's totally worth it. I had a blast. I'm hoping to get a few of the pictures from Alec to post around, those that I can. And when they go up with the on the library, I'll share some links. I'm really pleased with how that came out. Plus, I got to get Alex started on the wonderful world of NERF, which I will be expanding on. Now, though I held my own substantially, despite being a gimpy little man, I made the mistake of coming to that equipped mercifully. And next time, I will not be as merciful for those small children. You see, at the ranges that we were engaging, I have tools that are much better than what I brought. Though I ended up running a 5-round revolver to surprisingly good effect because of some mild artillery skill with NERF. But those little, yeah, they need to learn a lesson. And we are coming up on a whole new, era. We are literally on the cusp of the next great evolution in pro-grade NERF at reasonable costs. So, a couple things I will be getting in the mail hopefully soon, and things that I will be picking up as soon as they are available, will make next year's engagement so very much sweeter. But that's okay. After that, my lovely family went out to take Mandy to the doctor. She got her stitches out of her toe, and it is healing very well. Basically, the fact that I all but sat on her for about 10 days to keep her from running amok, and then tearing that dang toe open means we are getting progress. And so I'm very happy and relieved, and she's relieved because she doesn't have to wear her little slide-on monk slippers that I got her, and will be in her more comfortable shoes. So that is a delight. Now, I will remind people that today is the art stream, so I will be probably by the bottom of the hour swapping over, assuming comments allow, and starting up the minimum 3 pictures for the day. I may or may not run music in the background. I don't know. And if I don't, it isn't any down thing on music or my preferences, but because my voice is still just a little harsh, a little strained, I have no choice but to do that. Now, I do have a couple base announcements. I was reached out to by our lovely Kelly Austin, who probably won't be in the chat now and in the foreseeable future. She has decided that due to the threat, the existential threat that Project 2025 and or what is it, Agenda 47, I don't know, they're trying to rebrand it, represents for all authors, artists, and other creatives. She is going to be spending her time volunteering with the Democratic Party in an attempt to hold back the forces of darkness, and do her part. She did inform me that all her projects are on schedule for completion, and we wish her the very best in everything she is doing. From a bit from the other side of the aisle, our dear friend Luke Stone has had to put out an announcement that due to essentially server maintenance, Fund My Comic will be going down throughout today. And not to be worried, it is just standard necessary maintenance on something as complicated as running your own crowdfunding service. So that is something I was asked to pass on, and I do love to pass news on to you guys. We have been hit by the lead-up storms of Hurricane Beryl, and we are likely to be hit as the day goes on with the secondary, or the storm itself, which may interfere with my broadcast. If that does, I apologize ahead of time. It's been an interesting time. That's part the other reason my voice is a little messed up. The pressures and allergies are quite bad. But that's not going to stop me. That just means I'll be in mellow and effective mode, which is interesting because I've been on an arc for the first time in many, many years where a lot of the background anger that I've been carrying, and I mean for decades, is abating. It is. I've made some real progress, largely through the efforts and support of my lovely wife, and being able to have frank and open discussions. It's important to have people like that in your life, where you can discuss things like that and work through. And I hope everyone has someone like that. And if you don't, I hope you find someone like that. I'm actually despite current events, despite climate, despite looming threats of a political nature we don't need to get into, I'm in a very, I think, better and different place. And I'm adjusting to that. I think it's a good thing. So, with that, and if you're worried that Spicy Nick will not rear his head, have faith, dear friends, that when motivated, the wrath of Nick will descend upon any and all who deserve it. I can't help it. It is my nature. But it's just a lot quieter now. It does feel like suddenly not being able to Hulk out. It is a strange feeling. Good one, but a strange one. So, we're almost at the quarter hour, and as people know from the background, I like to run ads at the quarter hour. So what I'm going to do is I am going to come over here. I am going to scroll down. I am going to run Joe's ad, and then I'll check the comments. And as part of the comments, one, Alec, if you have any of the pictures that I, perhaps of myself, especially, that you can send me from the Nerf event, I would love to be able to share them around. I know you had got some fun pics, and I'm very proud of you. It takes a lot of courage to say, I don't know how to do this, and learn. And that's what I'm about. We might be doing something to that front a little later, weather permitting. But that's to be discussed after a word from our sponsors. I'm going to watch my phone for that, but let me close that up. Let's see. Here we go. First through the door at 8:53 is good morning, everyone. Probably won't be on the show today due to the quarterly doc appointment. I did speak with Joe before this broadcast. He is doing quite well. He just had to do what he had to do for work and stuff, so we couldn't talk long. Also, there was no Burning is Love or the Burning is Yarn tonight due to town meetings and Trey having to work late on the job site today. Well, that happens. If you want that hour filled in, let me know. And like I said, I may just do a Nick Knows Nerf special to fill that in. Hi, Joe. Hope all is good. Hope you have a good day. Hey, Joe. Hey, Alec. And hey, wait, rewind that. Hi, Alec. How you doing? I hope you had fun yesterday. Hey, Joe. Thanks for the info. Hey, Alec. Donna, how are you doing? I'm up and almost awake. Otherwise doing great. How's my sweetie this morning? Oh, y'all are cute. And hey, Donna, how you doing? Alex says, I'm good. I'm glad you're doing great. Just working on a few things over here. Nick is now realizing how much I have to learn on things I've never experienced, like Nerf. I believe, and I will pause here for a moment for a mild ramble, that any form of marksmanship, be it archery, firearms, airsoft, Nerf, paintball, any aspect of marksmanship is something that will help, especially kids, because to aim and get better, you have to focus on your target. You have to focus on what you're doing. You can't let your mind go anywhere else. You have to breathe through it. And that's the only way precision is possible. And remember, I'm not worried about accuracy. I'm worried about precision. There is a difference. And I might get into that. It's something that a lot of people don't know, and it's very important for understanding, frankly, a lot of bigger concepts in life. But I am very proud of you. Keep it up. And let's see, that means we just, I had a bit of a comment dumped, so I have to find where I was. And Alec, of course I will teach you all things Nerf. Have no fear. Have no fear. Brooklyn's here. Okay, obscure reference. I just realized everyone seems to be beating Carl in the chat recently. Huh. Seems to be beating him to the chat. Anyway, I phrase it, it doesn't work. Not really. So I will give you the first green room of the stream, but not the day, because it's been one of those. Not the green room, folks. And he was busy bringing me more coffee. Have to keep his training up. That's good. Glad you were busy working on things. It'll pass the time until we can exchange hugs again. Lamau, as he should be doing, Donna. Exactly. I love me some Donna hugs. And yeah, he's a keeper. What did I miss? Well, Carl, good morning. You missed people speaking fondly of you, actually. Accountability, keeping Donna awake. That's about it so far. Just me, PG, flirting with Alec. All fine, though. Lamau. And good morning, Foxy. Morning, folks. And I was busy, Carl says, psychoanalyzing a singer via the description of her fans. That gal worries me. That's intriguing, Carl. Hey, Foxy. Hello, Foxy and Alec and Donna, of course. Hiya, Foxy. How are things this morning? And good morning. Good morning, Thesis. And we were in the realm of greetings. this fan was trying to read the singer by her song lyrics. Not sure that's always valid. Singers, artists, and writers are often like actors taking on roles for cash. I think there's a powerful I want to think about this right. There's a powerful misconception in in the world today, not just of the major groups, but the minor players, like of who sorry of who people really are versus who they present. However, I am also a person who, uh, if you show something to me about yourself, I'm going to believe it. Uh, and oftentimes far over what you tell me. A thesis. I certainly don't think like all my characters. I'd be arrested by now. Oh, dear Lord. I write horror. I'm a 30-year in DM. I have composed and comprised monstrous characters. Absolutely nightmarish. So, yes, we aren't who we seem, we aren't who we create. But they can be a mirror darkly into ourselves. It's going good, Foxy. I'm just needing a garb Mitsu size reference. And hey, thesis, and yeah, I could write a happy song. Doesn't mean I am. Absolutely. You know what? A great example of that is Miyazaki, the guy who does Studio Ghibli, versus Junji Ito, the guy who is famous for, he's another Japanese artist, famous for extreme body horror, very, very dark, monstrous horror comics. Uh, I'm going to say Ghibli guy because my speech impediment's acting up, and that's no disrespect to that genius. It's just I can't say the name right now. He is a very dour, a very taciturn man. I mean, he's a very serious. Every depiction I've ever seen of him has, the cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's basically looking off and trying to figure out another way to work, and the importance of a very stark, incredible disciplined individual, monstrously focused, just there, with an inherent sadness that I think lends a beauty to all his works. Um, whereas Mr. Ito is a bouncy, jovial person in everything I've ever seen him interviewed or descripted, and he writes and draws absolute freak shows. I mean, sanity damaging horror if you are not prepared for it. Definitely not child friendly in any way, shape, or form. And he's a master of it. And I think we seek catharsis in what we don't have. And those who find catharsis tend to be happier. This is why I found really dark heavy metal fans, the guys who wear all black, to be the kindest, most genteel, most welcoming folks, because they regularly and oftentimes constantly are dealing with the catharsis of their rage. Now, were you to take their music away, which is the great opiate of the masses, I would fear for our world. But because because they have the means to simply vent it, they do much better. And that's my phone making noises as predicted. Okay, now, hey, thesis, I could write a happy song. Oh, exactly, Carl. If I thought like me too, I'd run away. That's right. I had to sing. Here we go. Sorry, I had to find where I was. No need to run here. When I used to write music, it would change depending on the day. Dark, happy, peppy, everything in between. Foxy says, I write some dark poetry, or I used to. Doesn't mean I'm on death's door or anything. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. A lot of the stuff I write has a bittersweet nature to it. And much of the stuff that I don't publish, because not everything's for the world. I have not published yet, has lots of chunks of me. Now, in my case, I am actually often a bittersweet kind of person. I see the beauty in tragedy, and the tragedies that go on during the times of great joy for everyone else. Having a very, I don't want to say skewed perspective, because it's not, skewed isn't right, but a different perspective often lets me see the angles that most people don't. And how many comedians have a sad life beneath their humor? Not me, but many do. Yes, absolutely. So I was hearing plastic rustling, and at the moment looked, Cooley's tail is whacking a bag. Cooley. And if you aren't writing lyrics and it's all instrumental, you can change the entire feeling by switching from major to minor or vice versa. Absolutely. LOL Foxy. There are always odd sounds here with cats. And yes, thesis, or even some trope chords. Very true. Song I'm writing now for my daughter could easily be extremely dark, but I'm playing with the bottom 3 chords to make it more hopeful. E flat, B flat, E flat. Oh, we're all going to cry now. Yesterday has proven to me, Carl, that I cannot run under certain circumstances. But for Nerf fights, nah, my poor knees. Well, we are feeling it, and I think we just need to find the activities that work well with you that are joint friendly. If you can't run, Alec, you need to think more tactically about what you can hide behind with a few steps. Oh, that's delightful. Glad to see my strawberry fox this morning. I should see if Nick is willing to send the file with darker red to us Foxy can use for her background or on Facebook. I would love that, and I have a cute Foxy to spread Nick's art. Exactly. And Alex said, I hid behind a wall as Nick told me to shoot darts from behind. That hashtag Nick's Nerf team for life. Absolutely. And I hope Dawn does okay during her tests today. I do too. And I didn't know she was having any. Best of luck to her. I think it's all routine. That's why she's not in the chat. Yeah, she was talking about it Monday. Good luck, Dawn. I worry about some folks, but Donna is glad that I'm not as much of a worrywart as my father was. Indeed. And it's past the bottom of the hour, so I'm going to run an ad. And then we will wrap up the comments real quick so that I can get to drawing. But, So I just got information on something relevant for the Historical Fencing Guild. And if you want to find out about that, you can wait till Friday like everybody else. Okay, so back to the comments so I can knock these guys out to an extent. And Scene for Life does okay on her test. Good luck, Don. Worry wart. It's hard not to worry about some folks, right, Foxy? Some folks just live on the precipice of disaster. Indeed. Excellent. And I'm eagerly awaiting that. Good morning, Don. And Don is, of course, the creator of the stories about Buddy and Georgette, whom I refer to as her fashionable felines. This is how the cats see themselves. And let me hit the comments back. Welcome, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. There she is. Well, hello. Were your ears burning? 2-minute warning. Hey, Dawn. I felt a disturbance in the force. You are welcome. Well, we are disturbed, all right. There is a feel better soon Muncie down the road for you. Disturbed, disturbing, yeah. Nah, Carl, Disturbed is band. Used to be in my top 5 before the singer did some questionable things in his personal life, but still a good band. I, as a rule, especially if I've already acquired the music and enjoy it, try to separate the artist from their work. This is how I can enjoy Harry Potter related projects. This is how I can listen to Michael Jackson and some of the Bill Cosby comedy tapes from the 80s because I've enjoyed them for a very long time. There's no reason that I should allow their misbehavior to punish me by my enjoyment. Keep that in mind. I also choose to know as little about my favored musicians and bands as possible in hopes of being sure to continue to enjoy their works. I've lost too much that way. And Dawn says, haha, just a colonoscopy and endoscopy tomorrow. The prep is the worst. Ah, yes. Just check that. I have to close that because it's been a little misbehaving. That's fine. And here comes Nick. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, folks. And I thought it was today, Dawn. You mean I have to worry again tomorrow? And yo, Callie hopped on up. I was expecting it. Claw on the leg. Do you trim your cat's claws at all, Carl? We trim our cats weekly. Yeah, I started the prep last night. First time I had to start the prep 2 nights before, but it is what it is. Love you, Daddy. Says Donna. Ouch. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How you doing? And purr. Toes from cats happen. Yep. I still have a fairly pronounced scar on my arm right here. You can't see it in the camera very well. But of all the shenanigans I've done, somebody spooking Stuart when we first had him left one of the more sizable scars in places I've been cut before. Thank goodness for the thicker Menards pants. Save more money at Menards. We aren't sponsored by Menards, but Menards, if you want to sponsor us, let me know. I will run a Menards ad. Yeah, that was my dumb other day with neighbor Kitty. It was in tank tops, so lots of barebacks in. Yep, I dumb. Sending you those now. Thank you, Alec. Pictures from yesterday, and glad to hear the toe is healing. Indeed. Amok. Glad it's healing well. Yes, so that next time she'll be able to say hello to my little friend. And good morning and happy hump day, everyone. Good morning, Chris Walker. Hey, Chris. Don't forget the time-lapse, Nick. That I have already set up. Hey, Chris. We've got greeting from Chris. Can't control the weather, Nick. It happens. Thank you. Proud of you, Nick. I'm trying. Sending now. When the phone goes off, we'll see. And life can be overwhelming at times, especially if you start thinking about everything all at once. Just take a piece of time, deal with it, and then go to the next one. That's what I advise a great many people to do. And Chris is saying hi to everyone, and everyone's saying hi to Chris. Squeeze a little. At least 6 likes. It must be a busy hump day. It happens. And cheap viewers on. Okay. Hi. I'm going to say Pog. I'm going to say Pog because that's the best shot I have at pronouncing your name. And Dang got green roomed. Alec got green roomed. Rite of passage around here. Welcome to the club, Alec. You could find your own. And Own for Valid 4 is now drawing. Valid 4, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion to your channel while the price is lower. I don't do that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the offer. One of us. And do you mean Johnny Cash's real name isn't Sue? Not anymore, Dawn. LOL, nope, but somebody he knew or made up the name was Sue. Sorry, that was dark. It happens. Good morning, Trelena. I hope you are well. And he didn't really kill anyone and spend life in, not life, but he did spend some time in, I believe, Folsom Prison. Trey, that's actually the mistreatment of prisoners, as everyone greets Trey. Greetings, yes, was why he wore black, because he thought it was unfair and cruel. Listen to the song Man in Black. I digress, just making a point about singer-songwriters that they can be fictional. Oh, absolutely. More greetings. Greetings, and more greetings. Yes, you guys know me so well. I figured out that you were Dawn. I'm just playing along. Folsom. Dang, autocorrect. Actually, one of my favorite fighting manuals came out of Folsom. Knife fighting techniques from Folsom Prison. No, I am not being facetious. If you want a truly non-bullshito understanding of the aggressive brutality of actual knife fighting, I recommend looking at that. This Ghibli guy always looks like a detective who's 3 murders into his week on an early Monday morning. Ito is a bubbly, effervescent teenager. This, 1,000 times this. Dark clothing wearing metal beheads? People like, what? Absolutely. And hi, Johnny. Metalheads are kind people disguised as mean. Hippies are jerks disguised as kind people, too. Oftentimes. And I'm a metalhead, but do not look like it. Nor do I, Don. I am polyamorous, so I will listen to dang near everything. And unlike most people who say that, I mean dang near everything. I might be tiptoeing through the tulips one moment and then tearing through the ditches and burning through the witches the next. Although many of my favorite friends are witches, so I'm always a little torn on that lyric. But Nick's fashion, clothing fashion is worn off on me. I dress like a dad now. No, you dress like your dad. There's a difference. Hey, Johnny, I'm a metalhead who looks like a hippie. Good luck figuring me out. I'm like a metalhead in hippie clothing. Hi, Johnny. Everyone's happy. Hi, Foxy. Hey, Johnny. I'm polyamorous and construction chic. I need to redo the construction coven pictures, including the fluorescent dragon one of these days. No wonder we get along. Hey, Johnny. Try swimming, Alec. Easy on the joints, but good exercise. Hey, Johnny. Hey. Like most types of music, at least a little Trey. But Thesis definitely brought out the metal in me. I'm not even sure how to restart that so I can find it later. But there's a green room comment in there. I can feel it. And oops, I'm running a little behind. I enjoy introducing people to new music. Yeah, I listen to everyone. Still considering music review series on my channel. I think that would be very good. I I don't do much rap or newer country, but everything else stands a chance. I don't do mumble rap, but I do believe that, for example, Eminem is one of the greatest poets of our era, as are most members of the Wu-Tang Clan, who we shall not mess with. Thesis, I still think you and Ted need to exchange metal band info. Yes, and Rob Zombie, the reference. Nice, indeed. It is funny to be the only person in a Hawaiian shirt with a tweed snap brim hat at a Nightwish concert at the Aragon Brawl Ballroom, because it wasn't that kind of thing. And let's see. I'm here whenever he decides to stop being a butt Don, and he's shy like me, Don. And exactly, Nick. Hawaiian shirt under that, pants, obviously. LOL, don't get me started music. I might not shut up. I think you need to do a music show, Chris. I've never met somebody so diverse in music. You need to do a music show. Reach out to Joe. Let's get you on a network talking music. Then we'll never catch up. Oh my God. You're just excited about coming this weekend, Chris. Really, Dawn? I mean, I don't judge. Y'all are cute together. In fact, one moment. The HMS John Locke set sail again. I ship this. Indeed, for people who don't know what you are seeing, that is a shipping ship. Shipping ships. I have dubbed it the HMS John Locke for obvious reasons. And if you know, you don't know. And if you don't know, don't worry. And let's see, it's music. Oh my God, Bruce. And we haven't talked about food yet. Briefly mentioned it in the description of Koi Wolf. And okay, you know what? I'm going to hard pause here. Mandy and I went out last night. And Xander. Xander had smoothie for the first time. We'll let it. Pina colada smoothie. Anyway, I liked it. But we went out to Applebee's. If you have a chance and you have time, go to Applebee's and order the brownie bite. It's $1.99. It is a little tiny dish that comes with a little tiny triangle of brownie and like a melon scooper of vanilla ice cream and a drizzle of like hot fudge. It was delectable. The brownie was crisp on the outside, molten gooey on the inside, but not tongue-burningly so. That hint of bitterness that implied possibly the use of dark chocolate. And then the ice cream, the vanilla they selected, was a very rich vanilla, served slightly warmed so that it's buttery soft, smooth. I had an absolute delectable journey. And I must admit that the quesadilla salad that I had with it was just spicy enough that's part of why my throat's still a little agitated. But for $1.99, you can be bougie like Applebee's. And again, Applebee's, not sponsored, but reach out to me. Heck, give me a card that gives me free brownies. We can work. I am a cheap date, y'all. And we've talked food. Alec, why obviously pants? And please don't. I can't eat today. Oh, sorry. Fair point, you surprised me. Oh, no, I just know how my brain worked. Pants vary in style. Sometimes we don't need no stinking pants. Yes, but As Alec is a minor, I'm still going to hold to Alec should be wearing pants at all times and always does. You read that wrong, Nick. Sorry about that. That's when you're at home, Donna. Now I got Kiki D's I Got the Music in Me stuck in my head. Interesting enough, she's the first white person signed a contract by Motown Records. Awesome. But yeah, music is like as close as I get to religious stuff. Way to go, Xander. Yeah, I'm very proud of him. And people are saying, hi, Xander.
Hi.
They're proud of how good you did at the Nerf program. Okay. Sweet drizzle of fudge. Oh, absolutely. It was rich and creamy. Just great on my mouth. I got a little in my beard. And if that doesn't deserve a not the green room, I don't know. I'm just about that. Anyhow. Let's see. She's best remembered for her duet with Elton John. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Oh, that's beautiful. Good song. Chris went down music rabbit hole, and the stadium tour stops at Atlanta this coming Saturday. And nothing wrong with that rabbit hole. And what about kilts? Be tough to shop for. I'm not thinking about that. Yes, I want my pants, sweatpants, when I don't want my slacks. Art time, folks. Yes, I would like to get to that. And Don said, Don gets a brownie after a test. Tell Ted we said so. There's no choice in the matter. But as said, I'm going to run another ad, and then we'll swap over. Let's see who's on the wheel today. Let's hear from the big guy himself.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Alrighty, looks like we're all set up. I'm gonna get into the first picture, and then you guys can start talking about what sounds like a good idea for the second. I will say, if you are looking for specific things like personal logos or images, please remember that I do take commissions, and I am remarkably cheap for my friends. So just keep that in mind. But I think we need. Oh, I was doing some airbrush detail work on something a while ago. We need to get warmed up with a nice bit of happy, a happy sky. And we're just going to use the airbrush tool. And by varying the pressure, it leaves that nice white underlay in it. Whoops, I don't need any of that. Thank you. Let me put my layers away for a moment. There we go. Give us a nice white sky, because I'm feeling very, very summery, but a very mellow summery. Ooh, I may have accidentally turned this into a beach scene. I'm not sure. That line at the horizon really speaks to me. Oh no, just like that. We went. I thought I was doing a happy sky, but that screams beach. And if we're doing beach scenes, we need some waves. So let's try this. So we'll keep it at the. I have my glasses off ranges. That is way too dark. That is not the color I want. Well, that's better. Just dark. this across like this, giving us a very nice wave pattern. And the green will make sense as the picture evolves. Need it to be slightly larger, about 20. And let's see. Yeah, I always need suggestions. Reminder, Brad and Grant Lanker both have Kickstarters running. If you back them both, you get a little extra. If Garb gets saved, get commission Nick to do a Garb redesign, character development era. And it's Christmas in July. Get together, make sure independent creators, make sure they have time to get their goods. Yes. All right. Okay, summary ideas. And always promote. Doing right now. I need to see this better. Get to 25. There it is. And we're just cutting these in. Don't worry too much because one, this is going to be the extreme background. And two, I'm going to hit this with my favorite blur tool. So we're going to hit the blur tool. Do we want to blend? Let's try the blend to start just to make things a little mellower. I don't want the hard line because this is how we're going to know where the waves actually are. And look, there's some breakers out there. And I'm going to come over here, grab the blur tool, pull that out a bit, and the fingertip tool. That's the one I'm really looking for. Because when light shines through water, very often it takes a greenish hue. And you also notice I'm not too worried about the edges. I usually like to pull them down a bit. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. These are slightly farther out waves, just by the way they're cracking. But you can see it start to mellow as it approaches the shore, which is really good. I've spent a lot of time just gazing out at the water. There we go. Now, I don't think I like that last swoop. There we go. The undo button is your friend. This. Normally, I would do this on a separate layer than the sky, but it just sort of worked out this way today. Watch this. These half turns will let the sense that the wave is breaking hit. That's nice. Now, what do we want in the foreground of this image? Let me see. Indeed, I love making things for people. I think most of us enjoy making things for people. If we did it, we wouldn't be creators. And 2 years pre-2000 MTV Music Awards, David Cassidy is about to present BMA, then out of nowhere breaks into "Come On, Get Happy," and the crowd breaks in. That's cool. Now, since we have breakers, we need to cut in with just a bit of white. It has to be very controlled because that's where the water is frothing. That's where you can see the break line. Here we go. I love windswept, cool days at the beach, even though they aren't the safest. It's just my natural inclination. So we're going to do this as a mellow warm-up. And, I think I will put a little bit of music on of some sort. I think I have something by, where's that very chill thing that Dan Holifield did? Well, we'll try Chill Dude. And I will adjust the volume as needed. This is by Dan Holifield. I think it's off. See, Dan Holifield. Why? And comments? It means more when you create for someone, especially someone you know really appreciates it. Pitiful female crying says, I have to step away. May be back. Understood. Alrighty. So, we have cut in some nice breakers just to give that spirit of the waves coming down. Let's add a layer. Let's get into, keep the thick oil paint because it really is one of my favorite brushes. And we're going to just cut in probably the scenery next. I don't know. I see an image. Let's see what color my rock. That is wrong color. An image. We're going to do this. Just going to cut this image in. Get nice, smooth little lines. Like so. This will be off the shoulder number. We're going to come over here, okay, right where. Very, very summery, very, really. Oops. And this is all on normal layers. I'm not doing any of my multiply shading tricks yet. And the wind is coming from offshore, which means the effect will be more inward, like so. And you're always thinking about which direction is the light, which direction is the wind. And we're just painting it in, smooth strokes. But by leaving just a little bit, you get some of the grain of the brush, which I really do like. And I'm going to have to use another color, that's okay. And I need to grab this color right here. Get her arms like this. Over here. Nice. Picnic basket scenario. Over here. This. Now she's going to have almost black here. Just going to let that come down like so. And let this image's story start to kind of unfold. I thought it would be braided, but apparently it's a little looser today. Okay? And I don't always we're going to play with the reds. So I use fairly light reds. Darker red. You indicate the shapes. Everything okay, Thunder? Okay, I heard a cat. There we go. And we'll do that. And now I need to half size this. There we go. And that's not bad. We're getting places, and I am using very comfortable, very easy techniques. I'm not straining, just trying to maintain an idea. Oops. Sounds like something is trying to run back there. Anyway. Let's see. Lisa says, and I'm watching the conversations happen, but I still have trouble calling myself an artist because I don't consider journal making to be an art. I still have my calligraphy brushes, but I've never made one for someone as a commission. First off, being paid doesn't make you an artist. Making art makes you an artist, whatever that art is. And if you aren't comfortable in the purpose of, because of your journal making, of being an artist, considering yourself an artist, consider yourself a craftsman for now. There are lots of terms. Do not let words trap you or belittle you. There's never a need for that. The world will try to belittle you, especially as a creative, enough. Yeah. There we go. When I am in a painterly mood, as I am currently, obviously, I don't tend to use as many layers. I tend to do strange things like my line work towards the end. I like to let the shape of the piece speak more to what it's going to be. Do I like the? Yeah, I like the issues in it. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add another layer, and we're just stacking it. Very Banraku. It's like for kind of cut paper. And also, Banraku is an amazing action fighting quasi fantasy. It's an amazing film with some huge name actors that you won't find anywhere else. It's very, very good. And actually one of Ron Perlman's most nuanced performances. Which is saying something, because I'm a big fan of Ron Perlman. But this, and I think what we'll do is, instead of being complex with it, I'm going to just want this to be a simple picture, not overtly complex. I want those strange little dune grasses that are so. That one's not my one. There. So sharp, but so incredibly resilient. You have to admire them. Basically, whether you want to or not, you just lightly add it, like through the grass, just like so. There we are. I think this is a fun piece. I think this is a fun piece, and I think this works pretty well for my warm-up piece. It's very classic art to me. I'm kind of in a fine art mood. And dark this up just a bit. Just doing this darker will. Oh, okay. I'll take that. I will take that. Just grab it. There we go. It needs a bit more going to this side. There. Oh, that helps a lot. There we go. Oh, wrong color. That's better. Now she looks more balanced. I wasn't sure about the exposed leg, but I think that's a mere necessity at this point. And it's still very summery. Cool. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I like to do something kind of classical as a warm-up. Sign off on it, and then we'll get into the silliness. But this is always my kind of warm-up, chill, get the juices flowing thing, and we will save this as she leads you to the beach. From studio, bam. I'm going to do the exports. Export time lapse. Okay. Give that a minute. And let's see. Oh, I am way behind my submissions again. Art time lapse. Okay. And we go to file, export single layer PNG or my big file. And then here, go there, go here. We will not be using stencil. Never mind the furthermore. And I thumb with that, and we will swipe that and make that bright red. I'm just going to leave it like that. Actually, no. I want that at the bottom. Like that. Okay, cool. To free myself of the entrapment of that, I have to go to another layer, so I can then go... Oh, let me check. 15. Wow, we are blasting towards that. Wow. This summer has gone heinously fast. JPEG NTF 71524. And then I can use that to set up the video later. Do that. And we do that. Let's see. Let me get to the comments real quick. Actually, it's about time to run an ad. Then I'll do some comments, and we'll do the next image. So I'm going to cut the music off. Run an ad.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Thank you, Dan Hallfield's not the author, musician, just general great guy behind this. And from here we can go new, same pattern. And what you guys have as a suggestion request. And aside from, look, time lapse. So let's see what you guys have in the realm of requests. Right now, time lapse for the new one. I did it. Like, yeah, you have it at that length where you either have to grow it out a little longer, or you have to cut it off. I'm feeling some of that. Wish my hair wasn't puffed up every time I wash it. And yeah, maybe you need to chat for. Although you have very nice full hair, I want to be hard on yourself. And let's see. Video flashback. Yeah, not really through potential director. Okay, you're at the beach. Ramble on. Anyway, ooh, my bad. And you said you're feeling paintery. What about a frog with a brush painting his lily pad bright colors? And let's move on to food then. Cinnamon bagel and butter on top. Led Zeppelin, I'm Evil. It's a cute idea. And what's rendition about Nick's brownie? Allergic to cinnamon. So sad. Not me, Dwayne. But Dwayne said that in the movie and the results were hilarious. Oh, never mind. My hair curls when it's wet. It dries, it's more wavy. Hi, we have very similar hair. All right, let's go. Let's get to it. You want me to be painterly? I was feeling painterly earlier. I can do painterly. Or right here. Yes. I know, that looks sloppy, but it gets there. Quick reference point on Poison Dart Frog. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Lob that shape in. This. So I decided how I wanted to do something. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We'll do it like this. We'll just do just trying to get the right shape. We've got the base coming. Let's do the easiest, most standout part. black on it. If you want stuff painted, I can do that. Paint Marie stuff. Okay. Here. This. Dark frog. And I both poison dark frog because they're just so pretty. Kill my leg. For now, although I'm probably going to put color a bit. I need there we go. Start. Come over here. Yeah, just playing with the pigments, figuring out what feels right. Now, let's. Do I want to keep him an all blue frog like this, or do I want to add some yellow? I think I'll add the yellow stripe. So I think that will make this picture a lot more interesting. So yes, I did glance at some reference, but that's part of the journey. Wow. So now we have this really interesting little poison dart frog. Along quite nicely. I like to work the paint around to see what it has to say. This dark one. Paint it in. There we go. I guess you guys are making me paint today. And we have a whole bunch of comments that I missed, so. And let's see. So we're going to skip. There's some great hair discussion going on, but I appreciate that. I'm just running. You guys are having fun with this hair discussion. That's awesome. If you need help with dyeing your hair out, let me know. I know absolutely the most amazing young lady. She is not local, but she is incredible, and I'm working on getting her to join. That color is all wrong. There we go. To join with the independent creator director. You guys wanted a painting drawing? Request. I could have been, like I said, I could have been more cartoony, but you wanted a painterly painting problem, which I'm sure this will make Kat happy. Yes, I have to find a way to get you in touch with my friend Sarah, and not the Sarah from around here, the other Foxy. Of course, I have several Foxies in my universe. I have several kitties in my universe. They are common enough names in the circles which I'm trying to. There we go. This is actually a very fun little frog. And, oh, I forgot. I do this. And you can see the frog. Because I am actually using a lot of painterly technique. That puts some shine on it. Shiny frog. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to take a bit more. Do this little bit. And I'm going to grab my old buddy blur tool. Just start working. So that's going to let me flatten out the lily pad and give it that watered. I can't go this way. That's got this one in the post. But yeah, we're getting a nice frog, and it's painting the lily pad. It's hard to paint a lily pad on, but sure, let's have him paint a lily pad. Let's have him paint a lily pad. Let me grab this. It's just got started. Back to the blur tool. Wow, this is put these colors together. Get a little bit more. Come on, like that. Now, I'm going to add a layer from behind. I'm going to try to do something nifty. Let's go with this. See how I like that. Oh, I like that. I like that almost. But I need. Now, give me a second. I'll find it. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, now take my brush. And I am actually on a layer behind everything. Oh, not that way. You go back to where you belong. Go away. Oh, I need my brush up. Yeah, let's start some more. Start putting the borders of what we're looking at. I needed a base color, and since it's on, green makes a solid base color. I'm just cutting loose and having fun here, which happens. This is fun. I'm going to go here so that there's different colors of rock. And gives it a sense of framing. That I'm playing with something like this. Yep, perfect. And this is much more, again, much more painterly expressive. This watery, wiggly feeling. Because this isn't like about how to paint properly, quote unquote. This is about how it feels. It's very emotive to paint this piece. Piece. I'm going to do that. That's going to give me just enough dark to do something like this. Alrighty. It needs something else, though. Okay, I know what it needs. I know what it needs. Over here. Get it good. Light brown to start. Right here. The stick needs a little bit of holding. So there we go. And we need this, bring them over. Like so. Oh, okay, fine. Fix the island, please. We'll make that a little darker, right? And now, come over here, all the way up here. Gonna add another layer. Whoa! Oops, I turned that into a multiply layer. Normal multiplier. Add a layer. Multiplied. Airbrushy dude. About 30%. I'll mix my brush. Nice. It'll be subtle. Do it right. Frog butt. Frog butt. Anyway. It'll add a little bit more to the picture. I'll play with the colors again. Do some interesting things. With the water, I just need to make it much bigger. And then we're gonna go. Okay, this is groovy though. This is there's a bit of groovy here. It adds a sense of depth to the situation. And we'll come up here and we'll just do a little bit. There has to be like a gap of light kind of shining off the water, but that's not bad. Okay. And let's see. Oh, what was this? Like cute, I used to dilute 13. Oh, okay, look. Same here, but y'all are stuck with me. Well, I'm glad you're stuck around. Oh, okay. I don't know what it is, but I brush my hair a lot. Probably sensory thing. The neurospicy sitting in the back of my mind going, yes, absolutely. Brushing is a common stim. Chris, I will take your music. I will answer you this. My nephew may or may not have been involved with a pirate radio station. And one thing he did during his pirate radio time was to take the intro to Bittersweet Symphony. It's a bittersweet symphony. Bum, bum. Anyway, and that had the opening da 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 lead into the opening of Symphony of Destruction, making Bittersweet Symphony of Destruction one of the greatest mashups of all time. And yes, I did. I'm a man of my word, kiddo. The Finches are always silly, that's why we love them. I need to actually address mine in some way. We could end up in wind angry, get in Hangar 18. Yep. But I think this came out pretty nice for a much more painterly thing than I usually do. Because I am just in an oddly chill place, and I'm just letting that happen. I'm just saying, okay, Nick feels oddly chill. Let's go and enjoy the oddly chill. You guys tend to really dig them. And I'm not going to give it any flack. So, file save as frog borrows colors of his friend. Save that. Export single layer. Ping, 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 ping. For my files and for eventual upload. Export time lapse. I have so many of these I need to upload. Art. Time lapse. And I need to do a lot of these prints. I'm glad you like it. And then, of course, I have to do this. And do that. And apparently it is in back to stencil, which is totally not where I want this to be. Let's see. Because this is not an 18 the frog. Let's pick a color that I actually kind of like that. That's cute. I decided I'm going to play with the font for a while again. I haven't done that. That. We will hit OK. I'm sorry, this is just a little, again, it's a summary, fun little piece. Export, single. Why aren't you letting go? I haven't done that. File. Export single layer JPEG. NTF 71724, I believe. Not at. Oh, I type well. Why did it save it to my desktop? That does not make sense. Okay, but I can work with that later. It'll make it easier to find. Boom. And I need to do a new one. Alrighty. I think I'm going to be a little bit, save that, a little bit more draw-y. Thank you. And yes, time lapse, time lapse, time lapse. Time lapse. for time-ups. Okay. And actually, before I get this going, I should run another ad. So we'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
And we are moving right along. I was hoping to find a ha ha ha. Alrighty. You guys are welcome to call this one when it becomes clear to you. And anyway, I haven't done a speed draw in a bit, so let me just kind of crank it out. You're just quick sketching. Thank you, because I need that stuck in my head. Anyhow, anyway, we can do this real quick. Here we go. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with her outfit yet, but we'll figure something out. This is still the sketch layer, so we don't have to worry about it. Still, do I have a fancy tool that will let me do prettier word balloons? Yeah. Will I probably use it on the actual layer? Probably. There we go. And I don't know how much I've got to talk about Dawn's new hair. There you go. And we'll go here. She's feeling better, so we'll do this. I went with Dawn. Mandy, you'll know, although Dawn and Mandy do have some physical similarities. But Claire, Black, and yes, bonus points to anyone who caught that it was Dawn because she did her new hair. This. 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 Yes, I am using a reference, but I need, with conventions coming up, make sure I am maintaining my ability to do really quick, reasonably high quality caricatures. If this is something that you want, let me know. I will gladly do so. For my usual price is $20. But if you just want a black and white sketch, I will gladly do it for $10. This. Just a quick one for John. And then we will use the fancy tool because I do have the fancy tool here. Here. Now I can do it if I need to do it later. Tail tool. After that, there we are. Here. Okay, I'm gonna have to move it around. That's okay. And my thing seems to be just hooked on stencil, and that is not a font I would associate on. That should be one word of that. There we go. Better anyway. So I need to pick a better Dawn font. What kind of font feels Dawn? The problem is a lot of the scripts like this. Oh no, that works delightfully. We'll use that. It's legible. Very, very good. Here. And we're going to go. I don't want to do this. Add a layer. Move it under all that, but above the sketch layer. The sketch layer is gone, so I can realize that something went a little wonky. I made a layer issue. So I get to come fix that. Fine. At some point, I got swapped on what layer was what. And that happens. Let's start the timeline. Yes, I did. Good for me. This. I like making mistakes live because then you get to see how they're addressed. Aren't you embarrassed? Why would I be embarrassed? I'm doing something. Anything you do, no matter how much you've done it, you can make a mistake. You be embarrassed about it. Rock it, admit, hey, I made a mistake. What can I do to fix it? That. A little bit of that. That thing. Give her a limited DCD stroke. Yeah, so this eyes a little bit like that. That back up there. works. That works pretty well. This, we'll do this. Probably smile a bit. Yep. Oh, hate that line. Hate it with passion. Cool. Do that, do that. A little bit there. Yeah, we can do the stripes that for sure. That's what happened. That's that. There we go. Always correct. Exquisite. And for a speed one, not bad. Now that funky layer I did, it's gonna get filled. It's gonna get filled gray. That way I can see more errors that may or may not be there. And I can deal with that. And that's just the name of the game. Honestly. Anyway. Back. Yeah, we'll do it on this layer. We'll do this on this layer. Come here, grab my marker. Give myself. So, you want a 20 to work with? Yeah. I'm resisting the urge to Scooby-Doo this. Now, if I wanted to, because I did use a reference, I could actually color grab from the reference to come in, but I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to do it this way. Could I use the fill tool? Absolutely, I could use the fill tool. Do I want to use the fill tool? No. I am using another pen so that I have, I don't have to focus on pressure when I have to focus on control and color. That's control. Well, there's no purpose to it, but I like it. I'll leave it. That, and we need kind of. Start there. And like I said, sometimes, guys, even though you have fill tools and faster tools, do the line work anyway. Do the sketch anyway. Use your skills. Even I have to fix that because there's a hair piece missing on that. I have to fix that on a different way. It will make more sense in a minute. Oops, that was a slip up. Do this real quick. I'll come over here and place this. Oh, see, that's why I knew there would be a problem. Go. I come right back over here. And grab my pen back, grab my black back. And see, I told you it makes sense when I fixed it. Back to the flat layer. Back to the marker. Grabbing gray. Boom. Back. We're getting there. Yes, you have a Feely font, Don. You have an absolutely Feely font. Awesome. Thank you, Don. There's like a command Feely font. It's hard to explain. I did the spray, but I want to give a little more color. What's a little more color? Let's try this. Yeah, let's pinkify it. It'll work. It will work once I am done. Hey, y'all. Hey, get some.
Wow, that was the wrong paintbrush.
That wasn't both. There we go. I'm going to have to come back with the light one. Now I can get back to something more manageable, but I just wanted to get the color on there so I can see that I like it. Aha. And yes, I've designed some stuff that Joe is more than welcome to use for merch for PCD because Joe is awesome. I need to get my Teespring whatever account fixed. I need to make a major to-do list that I don't use. All right, we've got a nice base there. Now, I'm going to add a layer on top of this. Blend mode, multiply. And I want to use, in this case, light gray and my airbrush again. Needs to be shrunk down to, because we're going to just play a bit now. Don's not one to overdo it with makeup, which is good because she doesn't need to overdo it with makeup. Once she wears makeup, it's usually fairly subtle. I respect that. I understand makeup is an art and all, but I do think it is an overused art and poorly executed in many cases. But that's not a bad thing per se, it's just a true thing. But don't ask me to rock that way. I'm using the airbrush and a darker shade or tint of the base color to get the effect that I want. In this case, is a very nice kind of be done. There we go. I think that works. I think we're actually getting somewhere. There we go, Don. I got you a new one. Yours needed updating. Sorry, it happens. And we're going to go soft light. That a bit. There we go. Not bad. Not bad for a quickie. Now, doing what I do it. I like playing with my eyes sometimes, though. And yes, I'm getting lots of messages from Alec, which I assume are related to the images. I don't think I will have them. Alrighty. And we will go save as Dawn 2. File for single layer JPEG 2. File export time lapse. That one came out quick. I like that. Oh, you like the pink? That's good. And on to art time lapse. I hope you've had fun with this, and I hope everyone viewing from places beyond has had fun with it. Let me see while I'm over here. Boom. Image dump incoming. A couple came out blurry, that's okay. Yeah, they look good though. I'm enjoying it. Alrighty, we have images for Dawn. We have all our stuff because this is going to be the export Oh wait, no, I can't export. I have to do this. Red. Nevermind the Furthermore. Who knows what font it's going to give me? Dun dun dun. Never mind. The Furthermore. In a big black van. No, Nevermind the Furthermore should not be a stencil thing. That just shouldn't. Let's just go. Actually, that looks really, really good. So we'll do that one. That's classy. We'll put that there. We'll go there. Go there. Go there. And we will export single layer. JPEG. NTF. 7/19/24. And that is the third background. We've done the program in about 2 hours, which I will call that a solid little run. Let's see what the comments are saying. Lots of makeup discussion. It really is an art. White van, the Witzmans. No, it was black van because I was referencing the A-Team. And Foxy is giving ideas to Chris, which is wonderful. Or Zach at Bandcamp, which is going to be very problematic. But I hope you guys have had fun with this. I probably should get going about my day as I check the image feed. And we will, what we'll do, guys, is I think, I'm sorry. There are some really good scar creams you can get that will help with that, but we can cut the music. And I think we can remove this for now. Let's see. Let's check the comments. And a demonic dear God. Oh, you want me to draw the guy who looks like he has, whose name sounds like Hornet Head, but isn't? Oh. Reminder that you are a badass. In this case, I have no issue because that is for Alec, and Alec needs it. And sometimes we have to be a little less than subtle. So I'm going to run another ad. And then we'll wrap up, I think. All right, folks, let's check the comments real quick. And let's see. All that needs is to send is a video. Great show. Happy hump day. Tell me if you want sound. I'll grab a text, that version. Great show. NTF, NDCD fam. And it was a fun show. I'm glad you guys had fun. It was nice to not be just doing my cartoony style, but to be a little more artsy. I have a lot of projects I need to work on. I have some really great reference coming in from what Alec is sending me, and my entirely too Dude, like, it's not fair how good looking my brother is. It really isn't. But I have to send some of these to to our dear friends. But here's a seldom seen image of me running amok, amok, amok. I am really proud of how well I did despite my my sorted stuff. And you know, because I can do this. Look at how dang photogenic my brother is. Look at that. He's a sexy beast. But the storms are actually trying to bump me off the air like we said they would. So I had a great time. Hearn the Hunter. Better than Quinn the Eskimo. Anyway, guys, I will see you Friday for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. And Friday night for the next episode of the Historical Fencing Guild. And I may, depending on internet, do something tonight to cover a certain time gap in IndieCD's schedule, because I've never been known to do that. No promises because of the weather. But, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because I love you, and you should too. And with that whole thing, yeah, you can fix it, you can edit it, but you can't edit a blank page. I scrambled up my ending, but I don't care because I'm in a good mood. So toodles, folks. See you when I see you.